Okay, so in this drawing I'll be covering the area for the memory drawing. You should be very smart when it comes to uh, any kind of drawing, especially for competitions or uh, on the occasion where there is a time limit to draw and color something. Okay, so you have to do it smartly. Okay, not roughly, you have to do it smartly. Okay, so first I'll be doing a drawing, and then I'll be starting up with the color. So this is the soft pastel set that I have. This I'll be using this color, and these are the stumps which can be used for the fine works. Okay, so I'll give you the explanation simultaneously while I'm coloring it. I've drawn a very simple drawing, not concentrated more on drawing part, because the color demonstration is the main part. So yeah, I'll just start with the colors now. So I'll start up with the sky first. Okay, I'll be using a light color for sky, so we can use this, even this one. Okay, but I'll use this one. And see, the sky and these bushes are at the distance, so I must use light or dull colors for them. So this is the way you should do it. Okay, so it is covering the area very fast. Okay, you just have to apply it roughly, but don't apply it over these figures, because these are at front, and the figures has to be sharp later. So yeah, that's it. Now I'll take this stump and I'll just smudge the color. Use a light pressure, don't use too much pressure. You can even use your fingers, but once you get a color on finger, and you are using again your finger for the other color, that time this color will get mixed with the other color. So if you are using finger, then see to it that you wipe it again and again with the cloth after using one kind of color. Okay, so you can even add some sunlight and all if you want. So I'll just put some orange color here, just to create a background little more interesting, and I'll smudge it. See, it will mix automatically with the blue color. Okay, for details I can use the point. You can use yellow, white to show the clouds, everything, but it will take a lot of time. So for starting stage, keep it as simple as possible, because we have a time limit, right? So yeah, that's it for the sky part. Okay, now I'll take green for the bushes. I'll use this green. I'll use it light again, because bushes are at the distance, so I have to show them little dull. Always use natural colors. Okay, never use this color for leaves and all. This is like a green paint that is applied to the house and all, so it looks artificial. Okay, use natural colors for natural things. Okay, this goal post I won't distract it. Okay, I will overlap it, because I can do it with the color later. Okay, I'll just cut out the human figure properly. These are very small figures at the distance, so you can do them directly with the colors by just applying color over it. Now I'll apply color over those human figures, but I have to remember that I had drawn a human figures on that place. Okay, so now I'll smudge this color. See, it becomes light, right? And you can slightly merge it with the sky, because the objects at the distance usually are little blur. You can even use fingers for this work, but you can't do much detailing with the fingers. This stump doesn't cost you more, hardly 60 to 80 rupees. Okay, the things at the distance are done now. Okay, now I'll paint this grass and all. I'll use light green for grass so that the ground looks little fresh. I even use yellow ochre. Okay, always try substituting shades of green with yellow ochre, normal yellow, little brown, just to create it the interest. Otherwise the things look flat. See, I've just applied all these three colors roughly, and I'll use the same stump. Never use black color. Okay, so this is a dark brown. Now this tree is a little close to us, so I'll use a dark color and fill the whole area with perfect tone of the color. Okay, I won't do smudging and all here. Even when you apply dark color, you can do smudging, like how I'll be doing it for the leaves part now. I've used the color with pressure here I haven't used the color with pressure. Here I am using it with pressure because I don't want to the color to get light when I do this thing. See, even if I am smudging now, the color is not becoming light. Okay, why? Because here I have left the white texture of the paper visible. Okay, the pressure applied for the color here was less, and here it is more. So here, even after smudging, the color won't become light, but it will mix the two colors thoroughly, cleanly. Okay, so I'll add some shadow. This is a green color, okay, or brown in it, or yellow ochre in it. So my shadow also should be a mixture of the same. Okay, always see that you apply shadows of all the object in one direction. Okay, shadow I will merge a little bit. Okay, now it feels like it is really on the ground. Otherwise, if you don't add the shadow, it looks as if it is floating. Okay, now I'll concentrate on the ground. Or even if you want, you can paint the human figures first. Okay, let's do the human figures now. Well, we were waiting for it since long time. So for this fellow, I'll mark his jersey with orange color. Put some popping colors for jerseys, because you have seen how the jerseys looks like of the football players. Those are mostly fluorescent and all. Never use fluorescent in painting, but is it? No, not now. We'll add a little depth. The shadow was towards the right side. Okay, so even for these figures, the shadow will be on right side, like the dark part will be on the right side. Right side. Okay, right side. So now you can mix it slightly. You don't have to use this smudger all over the area. No, just do some scribbling kind of a thing and done. Okay, for human figure I'll use the same color, but here again I'll use it light because I don't want the player to look very dark. Okay, as I have used it light, after smudging, the skin tone will become a little light. I'll add the eyes, the nose and the lips, and a line for a neck. The line for neck I'll merge it a little bit, and the hair with the same color. Never use black, remember this rule. For entrance exam they don't entertain you. Okay, these guys hair also I'll paint the same. For paint I'll use dark blue, FC Goa. I'll use the dark tone. I'll apply a pressure. Again for socks I'll use the same orange color. For details you can use the corners. Okay, they are sharp, so you can do eyes and all with the same thing, the corners of the color. Okay, shoes I'll paint it in different way. Now for the other fellow, okay, now I can use this because t-shirt is a man-made thing, right? It is not a natural thing, so I can use this color. See to it that the things which are in contact with each other have different varieties of colors. If you use same kind of color, then they will merge with each other. They won't look separate. And the line, it should be very very sharp. Don't ever overlap them. Okay, these guys' shoes I will. So the dark color of the green is dark green, right? So again, right side was our shadow part here, like here, this part. So again for shoes, right part will be a shadow part. Okay. For ground here, I will use different colors. Yellow ochre, then light green. Okay, this time I'll use it little dark, because it is nearby to us. So the border for the ball, it should be sharp. Don't concentrate more on the circles, but try to get it little close to the accurate. If I had drawn this figure small, then the area for grass and all would have become more. So that is not a smart play. For drawing it took me around 10 minutes to draw. So rest of the 45 minutes or 35 minutes I can utilize for color. So drawing has to be very very quick. So try to practice the same drawing again and again so that you finish it in a given time. You will increase your speed if you do it again and again, if you practice it. So I did some dark tones for the shadow again here, and these guys. Shadows are always dark when it is touching the particular object, and it becomes light as it goes little away. Okay, here also I'll add shadow for these figures. Okay, the figures at the back I can just do them with a plain color like this, a dark blue color. Okay, just two legs, body and a head. So you can just smudge them just by punching the smudger over them. So now I'll mix these all colors. It is better if you do the background, like ground, the things at the back first, because if those colors by chance come over these figures, so while you are coloring these figures, that color will vanish. Shadows I'll merge more towards the away area, and as it comes close I'll just apply a little pressure. Okay, that's all. Now I'll concentrate on the figures those which are left. Okay, a very bad choice of color, but still Sometimes Jessies are unpredictable. For skin tone, better to use a fresh tip. Never use the one which you have used previously. These guys' socks, I can't paint them green because it will match with the grass and it won't look separate. The details, for details I'll use the down part should be dark, or the right side. Eyes and all I won't merge, huh? And this guy I'll do him a little dark because he's at the distance and it should be visible. Okay, now I'll take a white color and I'll do the goal post. Oh, this thing broke. Okay, I'll just apply the white color all over very lightly just to show the net effect, and again I'll use dark brown to do the goal post again. Okay, the posts are always rusted and all in the villages, so I used it dark so that the post is visible and can be seen properly too. So I'll add shadow for the post now. Yeah, that's all. And for the ball I'll just keep it white, and to obtain that gray effect I'll use a black for the lower part, but very lightly. See, very light, and then I'll smudge it. So again, using white I'll just add a highlight to it. You can even write a brand name if you want, anything, just anything like that, or you can create some patterns for it, some random patterns, don't over concentrate on it. Okay, forgot to add shadow, that's why it is not looking properly towards the right side. I'll smudge it. I won't come over the ball, just the low area. Okay, that's all. It took me around 21 minutes to color this stuff. See, still I've got a lot of extra time. So now I can concentrate on more of the details. Like I can add some branches on all for the bushes with little dark green color. Okay, here. Okay, then I can add some grass for the nearby areas. Always use mixed color for grass, like yellow, then light green, only nearby area. Okay, as you go away the grass won't be visible because those are the small lines, right, like structure. So at the distance it will just show its color. So little away you can show the small grasses, and you can stop doing this. Okay, I'll add a little more brown patches on the ground. Both the shades of the brown I'll use, and I'll smudge them just to create it a little more interesting. Okay, the white areas I can just smudge the whatever color is there in background. I can just slide it over it, the white areas. here also. Okay, with dark brown I can show the fingers. Okay, see, 23 minutes, still 10 minutes left. I can add a lot of things like clouds. Then some shadows for the trees, leaves of the trees. Mostly the low area of the tree is under shadow because the sunlight couldn't reach there. Then again the right side part of the tree. Okay, I can use dark blue and not I'm not using black color, huh? I can use dark blue to show little dark effect and then smudge it. Okay, I wish to stop here. You can add on more things, but see to it that you don't add too much of a things. Okay, you should have a certain limit, so better you practice it again and again, practice it again and again. After 10 to 15 failures we will get a good and correct drawing. You can't get a perfect drawing for the first attempt. So yeah, so that was up for the soft pastels memory drawing in concern with the entrance exam of 12th standard. The topic was my favorite sports activity. Okay, there are many topics which are been covered. So basic idea behind this video was application of soft pastel using fast technique. Okay, yeah, thank you.